First of all, make sure you have plugged in your stirrer and thermal well in the right outlet so that way you don't overheat your mixture. Now obtain the vial of diethyl benzyl phosphonate from your TA and dispense it directly into your 50 ml round bottom flask. Now add about 0.35 gram of piperonyl and 6 ml of 33% aqueous sodium hydroxide to the flask, followed by about 0.2 gram of allicate 33, approximately 6 drops. Add 6 ml of heptane, carefully rinsing the neck of your round bottom flask. Now place a magnetic stirrer and arrange the apparatus for reflux over a magnetic stirrer. Place a thermometer on top of the stirrer and heat the mixture to reflux and continue stirring under reflux for 60 minutes. Carefully decant the liquid phase from the round bottom flask into a separatory funnel, leaving behind the solid. Add 30 ml of ethyl acetate to the round bottom flask, swirl and warm it briefly, and now add this to your separatory funnel. Mix it well by gently shaking the funnel, making sure to open it in between to let any gas out. Now carefully draw off the aqueous layer, which is the bottom one, into a beaker, leaving off the organic layer behind in the funnel. Wash the organic layer with 20 ml of distilled water. Shake it gently and mix it well. Be sure to open it up in between to let any gas out. Carefully decant the aqueous layer into the same beaker as before. And now wash it again with another 20 ml of distilled water. Shake the funnel gently and mix it well, letting out any gas in between. And now decant the aqueous layer, which is the bottom one, out. Then add 20 ml of saturated sodium chloride solution to the funnel and mix it well. Decant the ethyl acetate solution, which is the bottom one, out into a beaker. Decant the organic layer out into a Erlenmeyer flask and dry it off with potassium carbonate. After the solution has been dried, move the liquid phase into a 100 ml round bottom flask for simple distillation. Set up a simple distillation apparatus. Place the 100 ml round bottom flask into the thermometer and carry out a simple distillation. Add 4 ml of heptane to the round bottom flask and warm it up. Transfer the concentration to a small Erlenmeyer flask and add additional 1 to 2 ml of heptane to the round bottom flask to rinse it and warm it up, and add this back to the Erlenmeyer flask. Now heat the Erlenmeyer flask to redissolve any product that has been separated during the transfer, and allow it to gradually cool at room temperatures, and place it into an ice bath afterwards and let it crystallize. After crystals have been formed, carry out a suction filtration to collect the product, and also wash the crystals with a small portion of ice cold heptane. When the product is completely dry, determine its weight and melting point and obtain IR spectrum. Identify the peaks associated with a CH bond out of plane bend. Perform a bromine in dichloromethane test and a Bayer test to confirm the presence of the double bond.